Alright, time to check if I can do this now. I tried to do this earlier and I couldn't. Nothing I really need. Come on, give me some CP. Nope. Oh well. Nothing really needed.
This is something decent, right?
Okay. So this time around I'm gonna do Gray's quest.
Can we maybe train?
But before I do that, I'm gonna level him up. I just want to hear what he says when you level him up. Nothing.
I definitely feel stronger.
Okay.
Everyone got their strength back?
So I do have to do a prerequisite quest, I believe. Oh, looks like we're getting somewhere. We've got to start thinking about our next move, so keep contact to a minimum. Got it. Oh. Huh? See you then. You're home. I'm sorry I didn't go to meet you. No problem. It's only a flying visit. Oh, it is it? Anyway, I see you've brought your friends, so I'll get dinner. Oh, but first let me introduce myself. I'm Rosanna. Pleased to meet you. We're... Oh, I know who you are. He never shuts up about you. Really? Don't flatter yourselves. That doesn't make us buddies, got it? Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's go. What's with you? What's with all this bluntness? Aren't you supposed to at least like this woman? What you gotta say to that, Gray? Just nothing. But it's true. We are partners, so to put in terms, you'd understand. Oh, but before I forget, a work thing came up for you, Gray. What thing? Request from Monica. I'll take you there. Monica? Monica and I are good friends. This way, just follow me.
Always nice to have more friends.
And then just books it. Just hauling ass. Just run. Just go. Go, go, go. Isn't Gray in his, like, 60s? That, going according to stereotypical ruling, wouldn't that mean she's roughly his age? Just 60-year-old just booking it? Actually, I've met her. Yeah, I've met her, so I could probably find her age on it. She's 30! She's half his age. Yeah, that means they've only met recently. Well, I say recently, at least within a 10-year period. But it could have also been a case of, they were, partners that became partners, so it doesn't exactly mean much. Hey, we work well together, may as well get married. It's like when I was in high school, everyone thought that me and this one girl were dating because we just got along really well. Because we got along really well, everyone kept repeatedly asking us if we were dating. To which this caused me to... It's kind of what caused me to not necessarily care about companionship or anything like that. Was, oh god, we were at the YMCA. Not just me and her, just the whole class. I've mentioned before that I have autism, so as a fun thing, every week we'd go swimming at the YMCA. One day I'm up in the top because I don't remember why I was up at the very top. There's like a balcony overseeing the pool area that you would get to via the main foyer. So I'm up at the balcony area. I don't remember why I was up there. I think it was one of the instructors was up on the balcony, so I had to go up and talk to him after, like, before, or I think I had to go and get him because he was like, "No, I remember what it was. It was a student who not that he couldn't swim, but he wasn't allowed to because he was being bad. Was sentenced to go help in the storeroom up there. That's what it was." But I go up to go retrieve him, and as we're going across this balcony, you know, it's up at the very top. You go down to like a zigzag stairs, and then you're down the main floor. I'm up on the balcony, heading my way down, and the person I get along with, the friend that everyone thought we were dating, and this Gabby girl. Her name wasn't Gabby. She was just really chatty. She asks her. She goes. She teases her about me and her looking like a good couple. And then outright asks her, "So are you two actually going to start dating?" Asking me if me and the girl that everyone thought we looked good together were going to start dating. And the response kind of hurt my feelings a little bit because, like, I'd be lying if I said I didn't actually have a crush on her at that time. The response was, ew, no. Like, ow. Like, I get it, we're friends. You don't have to, have romantic feel or whatever, you know. I don't care about that just because we're friends doesn't exactly mean that, but it's like, you could have been nicer. You could have been more polite. We're good friends. We get along very well. You don't have to respond with, ew, no. Ow, hurt my feelings. Which is kind of, that wasn't the only incident that made me just give up and try to pursue romance, but it was certainly the last one and was certainly the largest one. Then I just decided to just stop caring. Because, yeah, I've had crushes on people, but I've just, after that, I was like, yeah, I just don't care. I've had 5 that I've attempted to pursue, and they just didn't work, so I gave up and don't care no more. Oh, well, back to the funny game about Military Man. Where are you going, Rosanna? Here is fine. Rosanna, you come. We waiting for you, and you bring Gray too. I did. What's going on, Mr. Salmon? Do you want something from us? That right. Drum Drum is apprentice of Salmon, and we have favor to ask. It true. Out with it then. Please allow Drum Drum to explain. Right now, Drum Drum and Master Pond working on Levness repair and getting ship ready. A very important job ordered by Monica. Get to the point. We have troubling lack of material in recent day. You want us to scrounge some up for you? That long and short of it. So this kind of stuff's your job too. I thought it was to just point guns at us. So what are these materials you need? Oh, you know Hollis the doctor? What about him? He has some things in stock that these two would like to get a hold of. What? Go to the doctors? Could you not just have gone and done that yourselves? When we walk out in public, there are always annoying people who say all kinds of things to us. They do, don't they? And then you have the conservatives and the hardliners. So we'd like to ask you to do it. What is this? It's sending out suitably powerful friends to do a job for you to keep annoying loudmouths quiet. That's what it is. If Gray's on the case, people will think twice about interfering, yes? Yes, exactly. I'll go too. There are things I'd love to talk about. Okay. Then we'll go too. Glad to hear it. My husband can be a bit are a little tactless, so I'd appreciate it if you'd help them. You talk too much. Let's go.
Always nice to have more friends.
I like Gray. He's blunt and to the point.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Okay. Man, you guys take the sharpest, roundaboutest turns ever. Ah, you lot. What's going on? We came to take the stuff back to Salmon's place. Where is it? Wow, he doesn't beat around the bush. Oh, Gray, I didn't see you there. He came to pick up the materials you have. Rosanna too, eh? Got yourselves a real troublemaker here, folks. What kind of trouble? Rosanna, you're a right firecracker. I guess I can't refuse given the debt I owe you. Let's pack it up with the prattle, hand over the goods, and we'll go. Okay, fine, we'll get it delivered to you, don't worry. Thank you, Doctor. Should we really be doing this? Nothing to worry about. I'll send it to you by a route that no other factions will be watching. Then let's get back. No, Gray, wait, there's something I want you to do. Take down some pipitos on the greatsword's hilt and get me some medicine ingredients. I'm short-staffed at the moment, and it's hard to keep our ingredients stocked up. I can do that. I'll get it done soon. I like to chat with the good doctor a while, so you be careful out there, okay? We'll go with you. It'll be easy with all of us on the case. Sure, why not?
I hope everyone's getting along.
And because you can do this much earlier... Yeah, because you can do this much earlier, you're just supposed to leave the town to do this, but nope. I now have to warp over to the sword hilt. To go and beat up some pipitos, or whatever they're called. There you go. I know there's an orange one around here somewhere. Like an orange name guy.
I don't do restraint. Let's light these mothers up.
Melt them down as quickly as I can. There he is.
And I was the MVP. You're all thinking it. That was over way too soon.
Hear that, Noah? Lance wants something
I like how little the XP... Like the CP bonus is pretty nice when you get it through the amiibos, whatevers. The XP bonus is useless because these creatures are 20 levels lower than me. Over 20 levels lower than me. Well, I guess these ones aren't. I guess these are about 15. But they're giving 200 XP. Yeah, like look at that, 200 XP.
Lance wants something a bit meatier.
And because this is considered the Cadencia region, I get a ton of ether. I didn't show it off, but ether and the ether veins in the Cadencia region give a ton. They give like 5 to 10.
This was a nice find.
Things. 5 to 10 ether cylinders. They give a lot of ether. Grab up the ladder. Nope. That's gonna hurt. And then drop down like Spider-Man. Oh, whoops. I hit the button by mistake. Eh.
Right, next. Oh, wait,
Okay.
it's over.
Alright. Where's the last one? I believe there's one more I need to get. He's over there.
Sorry, I don't do this straight. That's right. Let's make it quick.
First blood. Nice move, child. Shockwave. Resonance flash. We have superiority. Push through. We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
Okay, is that all?
With the guard.
Go talk to Hollis. This quest, unfortunately, is taking a long time, which means the next one's probably gonna either not be finished here, or it's gonna shove this video into an hour. Because just like the Izzard one last time, you have to do a prerequisite, and then you get to it.
Rest in peace.
Oh. We managed to do what you asked. Is this what you needed? Perfect, thank you. You made quick work of that, I guess your old hand's at it. And the materials? Already transported out of here, no worries about that. I see. Where's Rosanna? She's probably gone home. That would make sense. Well, shall we go see her? Yeah, let's. Now I'm gonna ask the man who's married to her? Just, yeah, let's go see him. Let's go see her. Let's go see his wife. Hey! Hollis, what are you doing there? You were right in here. I mean, I know what it is. This is his passive location, and then in there was his quest location. Once his quest location was done, he moved back to his passive, but goodness. Could have done that a little bit smoother.
The head of one of the 6 houses lives here. Don't embarrass yourselves.
Having to constantly move my leg, having to shift positions, it's hurting. You're home, I see. Yeah. Dinner's ready. Would you like some? Can we? I wouldn't have offered otherwise. Yeah, fair point. No need, I'm heading back out. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I always thought partners would be nicer to each other. It's fine. This is just who he is. If you say so. But take care of your old bones, you hear? I know what you're like. That's my line. Don't throw your back out. What does that mean? None of your business. I'll be fine, dear. I'm an engineer and a very popular one at that. I always know where to come back to. Okay then, I won't be home for a while, but... I know. You'll see. I'll take down those idiots and get the city back on stable ground soon enough. I know, and I'll be doing my part to help as well. I have no idea what's going on, but at least they seem to be getting along. Yeah, we get along fine. Gray has trouble expressing himself, but he likes you, you know? Is that true, Gray? Do you like us? I can tolerate you when you're not being a nuisance. I promised him my late friend. Well, that took a turn. Look after him, will you? Leave him with us, we'll keep him fed and watered. Wait, there's something I forgot to say. What? You can take your eye patch and mask off when you're in the city. No one's gonna be surprised to see your face at this point, are they? I'll think about it. Gray took off his mask. So now Gray can,
I hope everyone's getting along.
and now you can see his actual face. Which I believe, on the hero roster, unless he's done it before, you now get his, with and without the mask. Alright.
Hey, dearest.
Yeah, this is getting into his actual Ascension quest.
A minute for me.
Sure. What's going on?
You remember what we talked about?
So help me, Gray. You mind sparing us the scowl? You're making them nervous.
I highly doubt that.
No, actually you are.
There you have it. There's no helping this guy. Stubborn as they come, he is.
Oh, yeah. You were, married, weren't you?
Oh, I didn't know you knew each other.
This lady, she's Gray's partner, right?
Yes, that's right.
What about babies? You guys got any babies?
Yeah,
So it seems that even the unflinching Gray can be caught unawares.
can we be done with the tomfoolery? Just tell me what you wanted, and quick.
It's about the investigation. It was still ongoing until recently, but
Wait. Someone could overhear us if we do this here. I'll prepare a secure location. We can talk in more detail then.
What are we even talking about?
Nothing that concerns you.
Actually, I'm thinking of asking for their help.
What?
They've been very cooperative in matters like this one. I think you'll find their assistance beneficial.
Well, I will I? Well, all right.
Right then. Rosanna, you can fill them in.
sure thing. Thanks, Monica.
Payback for treason. Oh,
Right. Nobody should bother us here. Now let's hear it.
Okay. Well, we've been investigating for a while, and we discovered some suspicious activity from some of our own city folk.
What suspicious activity?
My husband here initially asked me if I could do something about the hardliners' aggressive policies.
We knew those guys were up to no good, so we were trying to take precautions.
Well, listen to this. Apparently, the hardliners might be using city technology to nefarious ends. It sounds like something was stolen from R&D. And we expect that that something will be abused to further their goals. Now, we can't say what those are exactly.
What could have driven them to this?
You have to understand, this place isn't as monolithic as it might seem. Some folks take a really inflexible stance towards issues they might have, no matter how small. That's the long and short of it.
Yes, it's just that this time, the problems have come to a head somewhat. We like to avoid unrest within the city as much as is reasonably possible. So I asked my husband for guidance.
And additionally, I figured that you might lend your assistance as well.
Oh, I see. So that's what's going on here.
Yes, of course we'll help.
Although you know you could have come to us with this in the first place, right, Gray?
Sorry about my husband. You know, he's not the most communicative type.
Understatement of the year.
Huh. It just struck me. Gray's all wrinkly, but you're not.
Oh, you're right. I'm a lot younger than he is, so that's certainly part of it. Right, honey?
Come on, talk to us, Gray. Communication. You must have heard of it, at least.
I know he looks like a right grump. He's a good bloke, really. That furrowed brow comes with age too, I'm sure.
Do I have to endure this much longer?
Now I get it. I did wonder how a guy like Gray could cope in a place like this. You keep them on the straight and narrow.
Oh dear, you really think so? In any case, those things you collected also seem to have gone for a walk.
So in short, you want us to take them back by force?
There you go again, just asking for trouble. No need, I'm sure we can resolve this amicably. What I wanted to ask you is if you could collect some more.
Some more of what, exactly? Oh, do you mean those things Grey was gathering?
Yes, that's right. We've got an approximate location, so let me give you that first.
We can handle this, no problem.
Looks like we're doing this, G-Dog. Time to saddle up.
Yes.
I'll do some looking myself as well, I reckon.
Don't throw your back out.
That should be my line. You're always so reckless.
I know. I know.
So Gray's what passes for a good bloke round here, huh?
I told you not to maunder on. Get going to Daedalil.
Now again, for the umpteenth time, the Daedalil. We had to go here for the one quest. Yeah, we had to go here for the one quest in order to get Sagiri's quest line. Reiko and Manana's Ascension quest is here, that I was in the middle of, and then I had to quit out of it because it's difficult. I need to find certain materials that I don't have. This one's here, and I think there's actually a main game quest that's here as well. I also like the what was it, the back and forth between Uni and Gray, where Gray's this like stoic, he's like the stoic hard ass, and yet Uni's just half the time she busts his balls, half the time she just badgers him and bothers him. Like, what about babies? You got any babies? And he just looks at her and he's just like, That also, like, Uni's whole G-Dog thing, I think that's funny. When she asks Gray about the baby part, there's genuine curiosity in that. Like, in the way it's in the way it's voiced and how she asks. Like, remember, they don't know what that is. Well, they do, but they don't. So, I don't know. That part's a little bit of a clarity on Uni's personality and a little bit of clarity on Gray's personality. Anyway, this is the first time, well, this isn't the first time I've been on this area. However, this is going to be the first time that goes and sees the light of day.
I don't like our chances.
Where? Columbus! Yeah, that's the problem with Daedalil, is these creatures are high level and you have to avoid them in order to get what you need. It is annoying and I hate this place. And you have to, I believe you have to be on the inside. There's no way around it. Okay. Running back through the sand. No, I don't want to deal with you. Go away. Because these things are obnoxious to deal with. Can I do something with this area? Nope. Well, time to go back into the water. And by back in the water, I mean just trying to find a way to get over there, because I remember what's over there. There's like a hole in the wall that you are able to climb up. I just have to find a way to get over there. Because, boy, is Data Isle unfun to deal with. I mean, I don't mind it, it's just... creatures are ludicrously high level. No. I believe that's where I need to go, but I need to be able to get past the weird walrus. Is that walrus not gonna move? Cut to the middle here and then hug that wall. And hopefully I can make a break for it. There we go.
I guess this is fate too, huh?
I think what's the annoying thing about this area is the fact that there's not many warp points. So if I were to lose now, I'd have to do that stealth swim again. Well, lose, but you know what I mean. If I were to get knocked down. Want to keep a very watchful eye to make sure I don't draw the ire of something I don't want to.
Give me some of that sweet ether.
Yeah, that's what I meant by these things give a lot of ether. No. Douse, no. Okay.
Is it supposed to be here?
If she had information to pass us, it must have come from Monica. That ought to make it trustworthy.
Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder. We still haven't found a thing yet.
Doesn't seem to be anything here either.
Doesn't look like it's gonna turn up. How about we just give up and head back already? Oi, Grey, you listening? I said...
Wait. An ambush, eh?
Huh?
You finally made it, Grey.
And you are?
Looks like the info was good. We'll have a bit of your time if you don't mind.
Yep. Make sure that there's no healer. Nope. I made sure one of those things don't decide to drop in on the party. There we go.
just happened here?
They look vaguely like lost numbers.
Yeah,
I thought they were supposed to be our allies.
I suspect they're just an irritant, sent here to slow me down.
But who'd want to slow you down? Are they part of that opposing faction you were banging on about?
So then, these soldiers would have to be...
They're part of Monica's faction, no question. But even that's got its share of radicals like these guys. The ones that like to stir things up.
Stir up what, though? Nothing good, I guess.
Their ultimate objective is the eradication of Mobius. But they'll stop at nothing to achieve it. That's where the trouble starts. They see the key pieces aligned on the board. Even Ouroboros are now in play. Now all it would take is to wrench the command from Monica, and the entire city could be mobilized.
Could they really do that?
There are ways. Steal enough Levnesses from us, whittle away at Monica's support, and soon she'll be wide open. Hard to tell exactly how they'll make their move. But it seems they've decided the time is ripe.
Okay, and what's that got to do with slowing you down?
Unlike most city folk, I'm a lone wolf. Might be they didn't account for me in their calculations and just simplified the maths.
Since Gray's not usually in the city, they would have to get him where they want him, then restrict his movements.
Oh, right. Now I'm with you.
You see?
Hang on. One more thing. Doesn't that still seem weird? It was Rosanna that told us to come here, right?
That's right. And we were ambushed. That would suggest an information leak.
What do you want to do now?
Whoever goes up against me, they're getting crushed. That's all.
And what about Rosanna?
We're going back to the city. Come on, keep up.
I hope you weren't followed.
We've got enough decoys to keep them off our case, so I doubt they'd find us so easily. Still, if we keep twiddling our thumbs, it's only a matter of time before they rumble us.
We've already sent men.
Well, that was unavoidable. He's Vandam's man through and through.
5 years we've been biding our time. Now that we have a chance, we can't let it pass us by.
Yes, agreed. So why'd you jeopardize everything by stealing that thing? If it hadn't been me that noticed first, our whole plan could have gone up in smoke.
Well, maybe this wouldn't have happened if you hadn't been taking your sweet time with this thing.
Calm down, both of you. They'll never find this place. And even if they do realize something's amiss, I've got ways to keep Monica off the scent.
If you say so.
Getting her out of here will leave one fewer obstacle in the city. The only problem is Gray.
Some problem, though. He fought with Guernica on the front lines.
And his nose is as sharp as ever. Still, you can handle him, yeah?
Oh, don't you worry about that.
Well, that should earn us some time. I don't see any outstanding issues.
Rosanna's close to the core of the R&D team. And most importantly, she has Monica's ear. She'll use her non-combatant position if it's her neck on the line. Even if she has to betray her own husband. We'll be under more scrutiny than ever. So don't you dare do anything stupid.
Trust me, I won't. I wouldn't throw my back out for nothing.
If the others try to hinder our plans, we might have to actually use this thing. Best we put our plans in motion ASAP.
Gasp.
Seriously, how could our whereabouts have been leaked?
The investigation comes later. First, back to the city.
I like how the affinity chart changes. The affinity chart changes, however, like, this is based on our character's knowledge on the world. hence the right firecracker, the drum thing. But then there's this, and it kind of ruins it. I don't like when a game gives the player knowledge and then acts as if the characters know it. It creates a level of it's not dissonance, level of disconnect. Because the players are you. They are your character. They are your link to the game world. That's why Link is named Link, is he's your link to the game world. Them doing that kind of breaks things. But, there's gotta be some chinks in the armor, right? The game can't be perfect 100% of the time.
The guy who works with Monica.
There's something I wanted to pick your brains about.
Let's hear it.
I've heard your Rosanna has been trying to get outside.
I see.
She was stopped by the soldiers and turned back just like that, they say. Just for my own conscience, I went to check it with the R&D team, but they said she'd not come in that day.
Whoa, is she okay? What if she was forced into something by that lot who attacked us?
You were attacked?
It's nothing. Keep going.
Right, well, that's about it. It just seemed a bit fishy, is all, which is why I wanted it noted.
What did Monica have to say?
About that. She actually took an away team and went out. Something about a request from Rosanna. Seemed urgent. I mean, I suppose it must have been to get the boss moving like that. I wonder what that's all about.
No clue, but I'll look into it.
Appreciate it, really, I do. Somehow I don't feel like sticking my neck out myself here. Great. Do you know where Rosanna could be?
I haven't the faintest idea.
You seem real relaxed for someone whose partner's missing, pal.
She made Monica leave the city and tried to go outside herself too. That does feel rather odd. Furthermore, Rosanna should be aware of the dangers that await a non-combatant on the outside.
Right? And if there was something she needed from beyond, couldn't she have just asked Monica?
Well, you want to contribute or what?
Whatever the case may be, Rosanna's tough. She'll be fine.
Huh?
I don't know where she went, but I can think of a few people who might.
Well then, shall we try asking them? That might be the quickest way.
Who are we asking then?
Everybody.
A mechanic and an old friend.
Everybody. Hey, there's Miyabi. What you have to say? Oh, Miyo-Senna. Hey, Miyabi, feeling a little better now? Huh? Yeah. Seeing you two really puts my mind at ease for sure. Yeah, I don't care. Drum. I need to ask you something. Friend mean about Rosanna? That's right. Rosanna apparently been busy lately. Drum not seen her for 3 days. Shame would have liked to spend more time tinkering with automaton. An automaton? That's right. Had to regulate settings on some automaton. Great, did you know about this? I didn't. Haven't even heard. So this automaton you regulated, where is it now? Drum know it in hidey place, and not know any more than that. You were working on an automaton, but you don't know where it is. Drum told a question of trade secret. Had to walk to place with eyes covered. Drum think was still in city, but maybe on very tippy edge. Got it. That'll be all.
I hope everyone's getting along.
And then the other two are just over here. I do like the ascension quests in this game. They're not the most complex things in the world, but they give you a nice little bit of, not padding, but nice little bit of boost for knowing a character, and I appreciate that. Oh my, now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. I have a question for you. Aren't you the old lady that's in the hospital right now because you threw your back out? Or you threw your heart out or whatever because the change in scenery? Well, that's unexpected. Tell me, what do you and I have to talk about? Do you know where Rosanna is? Rosanna? No, I don't believe I do. She's not like the rest of us, that girl. We don't have very much in common. What do you mean exactly? Oh, you know, her way of thinking, it's not completely compatible, not really compatible with ours. She's the kind of child who'll do anything to get in her way, or to get her way. Is little Rosanna? Enough chit-chat. If you don't know anything, then we're done here. Now, is that any way to treat your elders? So callous, Gray. Come off it. I'm old enough to be your brother. I wish you wouldn't waste my time. Saucy as ever. Alright, so listen here. I don't know where she is, but I can tell you a fascinating little tidbit. Rosanna happens to have some connections with my people. You mean the conservatives? Being a doctor ought to make one impartial, but the rule isn't as reliable these days. So we've had to accept medicine from the girl at times. And at times, we've been known to feed her a few scraps of information. I get the picture, that's enough. I'll say again, Rosanna's a good girl, but she's a girl who puts her ends far above considering her means. You have to keep a tight rein on those types, or you never know what they might get up to.
I hope everyone's getting along.
However, I don't 100% know how I feel about the fact that they all seem to follow a set pattern. Not counting the main 6. A lot of them are learn information, do the info gathering, learn more information, and then finish it. Like how Izzard's was about the hot spring. Got a question for you. Nice to see you too, Gray. Rosanna's missing. Know anything? Rosanna? Well, she hasn't been here, I can tell you that much. Look, I know you've had dealings with her. Tell me what you know. Ugh. You trying to make a point or something? I just owed the girl a debt, that's all. What kind of debt? Oh, for the love of the Founders. Fine, I'll tell you. Got a feeling you won't leave me alone until I do. I got in some trouble with the Hardliners some 5 years ago, alright? Their leader, Brew, gave me a real good thumping. But Rosanna stepped in and made the bastards leave me alone. Anyway, since then I've been greasing wheels for her a little here and there. I see. Once I even rustled up some medicine she said she needed. The Hardliners again. Come to think of it, why was Rosanna even around that time? It's always kind of bothered me, to be honest. I don't know exactly what they've been planning, but they sure were about to wreak merry havoc on this place. I'm definitely grateful to Rosanna for that, if nothing else, but yeah, that's about the size of it. Do you know where the Hardliners are? I could say I don't, but I doubt you'd listen. Oh, go on then, I'll tell you. One place is on the edge of Ribiel Plaza. I don't know the exact location, but they like using that area a lot. Another's in the Great Sword Passage, although I have to say I'm not sure if that one's like a room or what. Other than that, I suppose there's Mitia Lookout, maybe. You can see across the whole city from there. As long as they can't make any big moves, I expect they'll be in hiding. Understood. That's enough. I understand what you're going through, you know? Or I can imagine what you're going through, you know? But she's a stubborn one, that girl. You couldn't rein her if you tried. I didn't ask for your opinion.
Interesting news. We found out all that we can now.
Time we pulled our info.
Okay.
Can we maybe train?
Yeah, sure, we could train. I don't think I have enough XP for a level, but yeah. Okay.
Clean your body, clean your mind, I guess. And today's story is...
let's sum up what we've learned. First, we know Rosanna tried to send Gray and Monica out of the city. And we heard she tried to leave it herself as well. But it seemed unexpected for Rosanna to try to go outside. It could have been a message of some kind. A message? A message to convey the fact that she didn't leave the city, for instance. So what, you think she was trying to tell Gray something? We can't discount the possibility. She may have already been involved in some may have already become involved in some difficulties at that juncture. Hey, those hardliner guys that attacked us, you think they're connected? The goal is to eradicate Mobius. I wouldn't put it past them to get the city involved. To my eyes, that's something to consider. Back up a sec. Rosanna has no way to fight, right? So why is she going against the hardliners? That's a good point. Additionally, she was also said to have connections to the conservatives. Right, yeah, there is that. Of course, she might just have personal friends who happen to fall on both sides. That wouldn't be so strange. But that fact does strike me as somewhat calculated, even mercenary, what? That fact strikes me as somewhat calculated, even mercenary. Okay, the fact is mercenary? That's kind of an odd wording to me. Gray, do you have anything you can tell us? I don't know how she's got involved in all this, but Rosanna, she'll do whatever it takes. When she's set on something, there's no stopping that woman. If her connections to another faction can serve as a means to her end, there's no doubt in my mind she'll make use of them. I guess she did send us on the Wild Meadows chase. Do you think she's in league with those hardliners and that's why she tried to get us snuffed out? It's possible. Wouldn't put it past her. Oh, then what the spark are we nattering on here for? Right. Perhaps we should start checking out the places where the hardliners are rumored to hang out. Nice idea, but going by that doctor, I doubt they're all going to be neatly cooped up in one place. Should we just go over them one by one? That doesn't strike me as realistic. There's no telling when they might make their move. Speaking of which, I'm worried about the mention of an automaton. Yeah, if those things get deployed inside the city, then we deal with those first. But we don't really know where they are. Let's see. The doctor gave us 3 suspected locations. True, annoyingly, there are multiple possibilities for the location of their hideout. Oh, let's start with wherever's most likely then, I guess. No need. The places the doctor gave us were meant to pinpoint the hardliner's stronghold, and the knock on Drum provided a hint to the automaton's location. Oh, gotcha. If we put those clues together. Exactly. We could discount the place overlooking the city, as well as the plaza. Just an educated guess here, but if I was going to hide an automaton anywhere, it would be the 3rd place. Then what are we waiting for? Let's get our asses over there. What are you loading, game? Oh, it might be loading on that. Yeah. Cutscene.
How are we looking out there?
Monica's still gone, but Gray's back with Ouroboros, looks like.
That guy really doesn't know when to quit.
Still, if we can just disrupt the command chain, everything else should fall into place, right?
Finally. Our toy will have its day.
Of course. It's high time we got to use this thing, and I couldn't think of a better opportunity.
Oh, yes. She turns out exactly as I'd hoped.
You're a sly one, aren't you? Getting people to accept you, then using them as you like.
I'm sorry. What?
Skilled technologists from R&D always have to be managed to a degree. We've watched you closely, and you've never leaked info about our actions to anyone.
You've helped us come this far. Regardless of the results, you've made your bed as our accomplice.
You're still not making any sense. You think the plan's going to fail?
I don't intend to let this opportunity pass me by. Whatever happens, I'll leave my mark on this city. I promise you that.
This is our chance to gain the upper hand in one fell swoop. No need to get gloomy.
Yes, that's exactly it.
We'll have Ouroboros in our hands, and we won't have to fight them. No more hiding, no more biding our time. No more taking anyone's crap. That stuff's for the birds.
Guernica, Monica, they're too soft by half.
We'll cause a disturbance in the city, then use the confusion to steal away all the Levnesses. Brilliant! With Monica gone, now's our window. We'll suppress the military and have them hand over the leadership.
Once we bend Ouroboros to our command, all we have to do is squish Mobius under our thumb.
You think they'll ally themselves with us? Even after we cause all this ruckus?
Ha! They're just a bunch of kids. They'll be putty in our hands.
Right. Yeah. Putty in our hands indeed.
Yeah, there's no way this part's not going past an hour. Greatsword Passage. If I recall correctly. That's in the Candencia region. Yep. I say I have memory serves me. I played this game over a year ago, so. When did this game come out? Let me check. Lights off in my room. I only have my TV to illuminate things, so there's no way in the world I'm reading a case. I think this was 2020. Was this 20? Yeah, I think this was 2022.
Is it really here?
Be on the lookout for a hidden door. Anything that strikes you as odd.
Was it meant to be here somewhere? Looks like a whole load of nothing.
Well, this is where the doc said.
Wait. Here.
How did you know?
Too much effort to explain. Let's just go.
Are all old people this cranky? Beats me. Come on, let's just follow him.
Up ahead.
As soon as I unmute to be able to talk, he starts to talk, and then I have a cutscene. Oh boy!
Oh, you sniffed us out all the way out here. You're like a right proper hound.
Ha! You're right on the money there. He's Vandam's little doggy is what he is. There's nothing for you here, Grey. Go wag your tail somewhere else.
Whoa, they're really laying into you. Go on, Grey, give him a real tongue lashing.
No need.
What? Sure there is. You're not gonna let these clods make fun of you and have the last word?
Ouroboros are still just kids, and it shows. If they're your latest traveling companions, then how the mighty have fallen.
If you're here, I assume it's because you figured out our plan.
Looks like we'll have to get rough. Or are you gonna sit there like a good pooch and lick yourself?
Yeah, I'm not that flexible. First, I'll kill you. You, I'll keep alive for now. Might still kill you later, if you don't tell me anything worthwhile.
Whoa. I knew we were gonna see action today, but this is more than I signed up for.
Yeah, doesn't spark around, does he?
Ouroboros are your only allies now. Rosanna is on our side. You still want to fight?
Of course. It is, after all, my job.
Loyal to a fault. That's a hound for you. But you can't protect the city with that wimpy attitude. Today, this hour, the city will be transformed. And the cause of peace demands a sacrifice.
Now time to beat up a robot. And it is no different than the little ones. Although it's been a long time since we've fought any of the little ones. Jeez. Ion just died. Oh, I can daze. And I missed. I forgot that I have the ability to daze. Does Santa just scream whenever you go to activate the link attacks? Because I know she says combining strike, but then she also just yells, ah. Why are you aggroing to me? Leave me alone.
What?
What the? What's happened?
You bitch! What did you do, Rosanna?
Oh, didn't I tell you? There's a power threshold.
Like a maximum?
It's an interesting system. Little Drum and I incorporated it.
So now you decide to turn on us. You'll wish you hadn't done this.
No. I haven't betrayed anyone, at any point. It seems to me it's completely slipped your mind, when you were all acting so fishy 5 years ago. It was me who broached the subject to you, when you roughed up the doctor back then. You don't remember? And the Conservative leader, Garrett, who put you in touch with him? Me again. We'd round up all the unsavories and toss the trash all at once. And now, your time's up. My dear husband doesn't like me staying out too long. So now my part in this is over.
Here we go.
Rosanna! Gray! You bastards!
I hope everyone's getting
I do like the setup for that. Where it's oh. Looks like you volunteered as tribute. I was gonna take care of those other two, but nope. You are volunteering. Always gotta just let that part play. It's a good part. You just beat up two of them, just, by accident. Man, I can't get over how much power that thing does. Yikes.
If I'm a hound, I follow no master.
Man, I could have sworn Rosanna was one of the bad guys.
Me too.
Even you thought so, right?
Why would I?
Those shady dealings for a start. They didn't set off any alarm bells for you.
Honey, do you realize people can't read your mind?
I told you not to throw your back out.
Not what I was talking about, but I'll bite. You really can't stop being reckless, can you?
We're all still alive. I don't think that counts as reckless. Now, Guernica. He's the one who was reckless. But then again, even his actions may well have borne fruit.
We're back to talking in riddles again.
The original idea was for me to stop the hardliners myself, without involving all of you in this. So I'm sorry. I'm sure it was quite a burden.
I don't get the thinking here. Surely you could have just asked Gray for help in the first place.
Our opposition would have noticed something was up. They'd never have lowered their guard like that. They thought they had me pegged as weak. That's what made it easy for them to bring me aboard. That's basically it.
How much did Monica know?
Oh, she knows me. When I needed her out of the city, she obliged without a single peep. Some things you have to say out loud, and others go without saying. You know how it is.
Nah, I really don't.
Well, then one day, you will.
Huh. One of those things, is it?
Yep. Better get used to it.
What?
The point of us old-timers is to keep you youngsters on the right path. If you trust us, you don't have to hurry so much to try and understand things.
Oh my! Someone's a chatterbox today.
Oh, for spark's sake, could you not? All this beating around the bush is driving me up the wall.
Why don't I translate for you? He's saying he wants to keep working with you for a long time to come.
See, that I can understand. Right back at you, Gray.
Nice little bit of mutual respect there.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Gray and Uni have a understanding of respect for one another, and I appreciate that. I said at the beginning I enjoy the setup to that mission thing. What I meant by that was when it did the whole Rosanna being a traitor thing, and I said gasp, and then I mentioned the affinity chart. Where's it? There you go. Very wary of. she's mad at each other. Why are you guys mad at each other? I said, oh look, it shows off things, it spoils things that the player doesn't know. I like that setup where it basically, the plot was she betrays Gray, but then secretly it turns out she's actually betraying them instead. I like the setup because they're obvious about her betraying Gray. They show the scenes, they give you the affinity chart, they straight up are like, hey look, she's a traitor. Only for them to 180 it and be like, yeah, she's a traitor. Except she traitor'd out the wrong person. Or the other person or whatever. You were wrong about who she betrays. I like that. It's an old bait and switch. That is a genuinely good way to do it. Can I just say the Nopon in this game looks so much better than they did in 2? Anyway, I like that. That's a nice little setup. You get the, oh yeah, Shania, she's already dead. Oh yeah, I forgot, yeah, she blows her head off, doesn't she? It's been like a month. I completely forgot about that. Gondor. Gondor betrayed, oh no, she betrayed her. Gondor calls Monica bitch queen. I enjoy this stuff. This stuff's fun. These like little story things. Mind you, I'm annoyed with the spider webbing that goes on with all of this garbage. Look at this. Look at this mess. Like look at this junk. Look at this. It's impossible to tell who's who, who's what. Although they do go by area. So here's Colony 9, and then up here is Colony Tau. You know, they go in regions. There is a reason why Colony 9 and Colony Tau are side by side. There is a reason why Lambda and Iota are side by side, as well as 4. Like these have reasons. What? Majorly serious. Oh, because the ether cylinders. So yeah, there's Mew and like why Triton's colony is close to the city folk. Why his actual people are close to, like you pick up trends and you can piece 2 and 2 together. And I genuinely like that. Oh, what? Has that always been a thing? The Nopon having actual ages? Huh. I didn't know that was the case. I thought you just didn't get to know the Nopon ages. That's interesting. Anyway. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed.